Yeah.
Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Nider, and today we're gonna watch some Noob play cEDH. Quick sponsor. Quick word from our sponsor. It's not really our sponsor, but whatever. cEDH Canada is trying to bring one set of rules across coast to coast. We are right now developing the website. We have the tournament software that is doing the German system, which is the Aurora system with ratio for seeding, which is the most fair of all of the point system. We also have a free version, which does the 510 regular system, the Japan system, and the ELO. Premium is coming out soon. We are going to be able to send it to EDH Top 16 or our own EDH Top 16 because we want them to be split by region. So in today's game, of course, please like and subscribe. Really help. Leave any comment. Really helps the algorithm. In today's game, this was played in Cornwall Gaming. The dual land Cornwall Brawl Gaming. I don't remember what it was. Cornwall Gaming Brawl for something, or Cornwall Brawl. First game for the, I don't remember what was it, a Scrubland? I don't remember. So once a month we have a dual land up for win in Cornwall. So this is an event that happens on a somewhat monthly basis. Tayam is a graveyard deck. You mill, you bring back something with 3 CMC or less, and then you do shenanigans with counters and sack outlet to get mana and stuff like that. Kefka is a annoying commander. You want to cast Kefka on ETB, people discards a card. For each type, you are able to draw a card. TNT, well, of course, and then you want to give him ace, go to combat. On combat, does the same shenanigan, discard card, you draw cards. It is quite a good deck, making sure that people discards card, don't have any cards. If people don't have cards in hand, they cannot play the game. If they can't play the game, they can stop you. Right after that, we've got TNT, Tim Natrasios, the new flavor of the month. Well, actually, flavor of the month would be... no, Tim Natrasios is the new blue farm. I understand that some people from the US may not see the same meta as we do. Tim Natrasios is replacing blue farm. Do some cradle shenanigans with tap on tap and stuff like that. Oboro Breeze Crawlers and infinite mana into Trasios, draw your deck, win the game. And we've got Kaalia. Kaalia is kind of a funny one. He is the only one playing that deck that I know of. However, it is extremely brutal. Kaalia is on attack, drop a demon from your hand. Demon or angel, or both. I don't exactly remember, but it is brutal. The gameplay can generate extremely fast. Pre-games are called, mulligans are done. Tayam starting the game, no pre-game. I believe Kaalia went down, is going down to 5, is going down to 4, going down to 3. That is brutal. But it is Mardu deck. Mardu, yep, down to 4. Tarnished Citadel for Tayam. Cast a Mana Vault. Exotic Orchard for Kefka. Imp Seal for Kefka. Savannah for TNT. Max Diamond drops a Emergent Zone. Mox Ember. Cast Trasios for 2, then use Trasios and Mox Ember to cast the bird. Fetch land and... Okay, so it was Fetch land for Kaalia. White Plume Adventurer for Tayam. What it does is you venture into the dungeon. It is, well, it's initiative. Venture into the dungeon. The first one is go get a basic land. It's a somewhat funny Rampage. Of course, if you added Delny, maybe you'd get initiative, which would make you go into the dungeon twice. That could be weird. His land 1 and 2. Thalia. Oh god. Thalia to you get initiative, and every time he attacks is gonna be able to flicker that White Plume Adventurer. Windswept Eat, I believe. Crack for a Volcanic Island. Tap for a Soul Ring. Volcanic and Soul Ring for a Rhystic Study. Passes to TNT. Raining Grounds, Rhystic Trigger. Pays for the Rhystic. Move to combat. Swing at Kefka for 2. Sure. For some reason the life counter is broken, but I'll fix it later on. Kaalia fetching. Raining Ground, dropping Thrasios activation to 2. Ooh, Serval Land for Kaalia. Doom Whisperer into the graveyard. Mana Confluence. 1-2 for a Magda. Rhystic Trigger. Magda so that he can make treasure, get a tiny bit of ramp up. Untap, upkeep, initiative triggers, puts 2+1/+1 on a creature, drops a land, go to combat, swinging Thalia into Kefka, because he's the only black one that, well, wrong. So Kaalia also plays a lot with their life. So he just realized that Thalia just comes back at end of turn, so he was planning on using that Manifold to actually cast something, but nope. Ikachin Money Changer. Do you pay the 1? 1, 2, 3, 5 Kefka. A Mirror Maid. End of turn, Thrasios Shenanigans. Fierce Guardianship. TNT kept a 1-lander. 1, 2, and 3. Ranger. Rhystic. It's actually the Knight of San Diorio, which is the Final Fantasy Ranger Captain. Best thing to get is a Mockingbird. Breach was on top. Esper to end. Swings at Kefka. Magda swinging at Kefka just to make a treasure. Light up the stage. Rhystic. It was a draw 2, discard 3. Or draw 2, discard 1. Sacrifice. Static Prison. Upkeep for the Kitchen Midnight Money Changer. He puts a counter on it, and then he can sacrifice it to win the number of life by the number of counter on it. Initiative goes down to target player lose 5 life. Talking about keeping interactions. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Tayam. Thinking about paying or keeping activation up. Ow. What is that? Activates Tayam. That's an early activation. Oh, attack with Thalia. Mill 3 lands. Yeah, so whenever he attacks with Thalia will flicker Manifold. Manifold will get on ETB untapped, and he'll be able to reactivate Tayam with the Manifold. Thalia attacking, yonking the Manifold. Mystical Tutor for Kefka. Oh, Toxic Deluge. Burden Cat into Badlands. TNT trying to bully Kefka into casting their commander. But why would he cast a commander before casting the Toxic Deluge? Before casting Toxic Deluge. Toxic Deluge, damn, cast Kefka. But seriously, this double Rhystic Study shenanigans is insane. Even more crazy when you get copy enchantment and then you steal enchantment somebody else Rhystic. Dark Rit. Oh god, he's gonna be able to do Dark Rit, Toxic Deluge, and then cast Kefka on the same turn? Wow. So even if he crack the Ranger, the only thing he cannot cast is TNT crack the Ranger Captain, just in case whatever cards Kefka will draw, he will not be able to cast in any non-creature. Kefka, TNT got... Oh, it's Bartolomeo, Soul Ring, and something else. Back on Deluge, nothing happening. So he used Talon Gate to phase out this commander, I believe. Casts Kefka, which is good for him, not good because Tayam will be able to drop something in his graveyard. Brought creature, Strangleroot Geist, and Jeska's Will. Razaket into the graveyard. Ooh, one. Kefka being absolutely worried about Tayam. Tayam with only his commander, I'm not that worried about. Esper Sentinel for TNT. It's Tayam. If you can activate Tayam, have enough counters, then you bring back Strangleroot Geist. Then it might be dangerous, but before that, not worrisome at all. He needs a sack outlet and an undying creature, and he's far from that, even if he has 6 mana. E-Zone for Kaalia. Passes? Okay. Tayam untaps. Phase back in Tayam. Initiative. Goes down the dungeon, draws a card. Draws for turn. Urza Saga. Will go get... Can get... Yeah, he cannot remove the counter from the Urza Saga. However, he can go get the... Carrion Crawler, I believe, which is the sack outlet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ticking around the table. Tayam is thinking about doing some stuff, and Kaalia keeps saying, we don't have an extra turn. And Kefka drew a lot of cards. There's nothing else stopping him. The Ranger Captain is gone. Casts Emperor of Bones. Emperor of Bones. Double Rhystic. On your turn, exile up to 1 target card from your graveyard. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 are put on this card. On this creature, put a creature card exiled with this creature onto the battlefield with a finality counter. Great. So go to combat, exile a creature, pay 2 because it's adapt 2. You put a +1/+1, then you grab the creature you exile and put it onto the battlefield. So that's a way to cheat a creature on board. And after that, he can activate Tayam. Ooh, Orcish Bowmaster from Kaalia. ETB, it's up, Kefka. Not paying, draws 2. Kefka. So the way I see it, he gets... So for 2, he gets a creature back. No, he needs to have a creature exiled. So you can only do the Emperor of Bone shenanigans once per turn. 1, 2, 3 for a Eidolon of Frederick. 2 Rhystic's not paying. He is forgetting his Vigilance counter if it's Tayam that is on board. Eidolon would stop any Testademonic shenanigans. So decline to draw on the Eidolon because it doesn't want Kefka to die. Goes to Kefka turn. Oh god, it's at the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target from a graveyard. You could have exiled anything, including the Razaket and the Doom Whisperer from Kaalia. Kefka attacking into the TNT. I'm wondering what was actually laying over the camera that is that color. Trying to politic into trying to kill Kefka by forcing the draw on the discard. Silence being dropped on the stack. So playing around, trying to... So if he draws for his Rhystic, which could be nice. However, silence triggering Esper, pinging Kefka. So he has to get a removal for Eidolon. Then he needs to get a removal for OBM. Asking for Kaalia's grave. What would he have at grave? Well, it's Doom Whisperer or Razaket. So order is important because of Shadow Grave. Doom Whisperer is pay 2, Serval 2. Respawn to silence. Chain of Vapor on the Eidolon. Chain targeting Eidolon. Then he'll be able to counter the silence. The biggest question is not what he does with the bounce Eidolon to end. Counter the silence, then he can do whatever he wants. TNT doesn't have any valid counterspell. Touch the Spirit Realm on the Eidolon of Fit Rhetoric. Chain of Vapor Fizzle. Back on silence. Mental Misstep. Kefka trigger. Hellbent. Artifact. Wow. Only draw 1 card. Pings the Emperor of Bones. 2 for Mana Vault. 1 extra. Animate? Oh god. Tries to steal the Razaket. Chromux. 1, 2, 3. Pays 2 life. Sack Kefka. Go get something. Drops Toracol. Okay. On the tree. Oh god. You cast Toracol on the... Okay, so you cast Toracol. on the ETB trigger, you can sacrifice the Toracol to Rhystic to tutor the Demonic Consultation of the Tainted Pack and then win the game. So you need 4 life, 3 mana, and then you can actually win. Wow, that's well counted, Kefka player. Congratulations to the Kefka player. That was a nice win by stealing the Rhystic player, the Rhystic from the graveyard. Some crazy shenanigans. If you learned anything, please leave a comment below. Of course, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next game.